My girlfriend of 3 years admitted to cheating on me twice with a guy recently. Over a span of just over 3 years, our relationship has seen its share of highs and challenges. The initial 2 years were wonderful despite my health struggles, which, admittedly, posed a strain on us at times due to surgeries and ongoing recovery. Although I'm still in the process of bettering myself and not completely back to 100%, I've made significant progress. About 6 months into our journey together, we joyfully adopted a dog, a shared passion. At that time, she transitioned into living in my apartment while maintaining her own leased space. We were deeply affectionate, envisioning a future together, consistently expressing our love for each other. My health issues, while she claimed they weren't a problem, may have silently burdened her. It inevitably limited our activities and adventures. Her recent job change, now a year into it, has brought forth more social engagements and networking opportunities compared to her previous role. It was only recently that I realized how much she relished being out and about. She always reassured me of her contentment in staying in with me, albeit occasionally stepping out. However, it seems her preferences might have evolved of late. We've discussed purchasing a house for quite some time, intending to do so before marriage for financial reasons. 4 months back, I sold my apartment, and since then, we've been residing with my family while actively searching for a new home. Notably, her family resides abroad. Living with my family has posed unexpected challenges, straining our relationship. Initially, I underestimated its impact, assuming it would be a transient hurdle resolved upon moving out. However, she's exhibited increased stress and emotional distance over the past 2 months, seeking solace in evening outings post-work. Our contrasting job dynamics further set us apart. She operates from an office, while I predominantly work from home. Recently, she's frequented work-related gatherings, networking events, and socializing with colleagues, averaging to 3 times a week during November and December. Initially, I didn't question it, trusting her completely. Presently abroad, staying with her family for a few more days, we've met with extended family members. We're lodged with her parents, and last night she disclosed a disheartening revelation. She's been in communication with a co-worker since October and, shockingly, engaged in intimacy with him on 2 occasions about 2-3 weeks ago. Her rationale was that he offered affection lacking in our relationship for a considerable time, a statement I find unfair, albeit acknowledging there might be some truth to it. It's a whirlwind of emotions right now. It turns out, he didn't know about her being in a relationship. When he found out, he urged her to end things with me. Surprisingly, she refused and chose to break things off with him, cutting off contact. I'm stunned. We're in the middle of holiday celebrations, surrounded by her family, and this bombshell drops. We still have 5 more days here, meeting more of her family, friends, and relatives. As I write this, she's asleep beside me, but sleep eludes me. I deeply cared for her and believed she was the one. We've weathered storms together, making the thought of dating again unbearable. At 35, not in the best health, and somewhat introverted, the prospect of restarting feels daunting. Is it insane to contemplate forgiving her and trying to mend this rift? Is the saying "once a cheater, always a cheater" ringing true? How do I navigate these next 5 days, maintaining a facade for her family and friends? Our shared love for our dog complicates this further. While not akin to having a child, our canine companion holds a special place in both our hearts. I've made it clear I'll keep the dog, and her response was a silent nod. My life feels chaotic right now. I'm financially stable, but the lack of a solid career weighs on both of us. I'm still grappling with health issues. I recently sold my apartment, gearing up to purchase a house together, a plan that now seems shattered. At 35, I feel the weight of starting anew. Is it just me and the dog from here on out? Update. The immediate hurdle is that we're stranded for another 5 days, and buying a new plane ticket is ridiculously costly. I can't quite rationalize splurging a fortune just to head back home a few days earlier. Regarding the living situation, I made an error in my previous post. I wrote it half asleep and got the timeline slightly mixed up. Around 6 months into our relationship, she moved into her own place, signing a new lease. Yet, we didn't spend much time there. We gravitated more towards my area and apartment. Eventually, after about 14 months, she moved in completely with me, though, in the grand scheme of things, these details seem inconsequential now. As for selling my apartment, I stand by that decision wholeheartedly. It was time for a change, no regrets on that front. Logically, I know 35 isn't ancient. However, the idea of re-entering the dating scene is daunting, and it's not just that. Now, I have to first, relocate solo. Second, continue working on my health. Third, push my career forward self-employed and stunted due to health issues. Fourth, fully take care of myself luckily. I'm fit and adept in the kitchen. Fifth, solely care for the dog. And sixth, restart dating. The alternative of salvaging our relationship involves forgiving a cheater, which feels impossible. I understand it's over, but the road ahead seems overwhelming. My last breakup was in 2019, a 4-year relationship, so I've navigated this before, but it doesn't make it any less challenging. Then there's the mental aspect. I'm grappling with a recurring pattern, fearing all my relationships might hit a plateau after 3 or 4 years. It's just another mental labyrinth to navigate right now. Let's get 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Love you.